Badged law enforcers have made a career out of earning the hate. And then when they get just a little bit of pushback, not so much hate, not even so much disrespect, just a little bit of pushback, their egos get bruised and they can't take it. Here's an example.
This is my traffic stop. You understand that, right? This is my traffic stop. It's not yours.
Your traffic stop?
It is. Don't put your hands on me. Don't scowl at me like that. You work for me, buddy. Don't scowl at me. Do what you need to do, but quit looking at me like that. When you tell me to be quiet, you're telling me I don't have a First Amendment.
You're scaring me.
With the gun on you, man.
You're scaring me.
Now, this comes from the YouTube channel, The Watch Man, and he uploaded this video. Apparently, Arkansas state troopers pulled this guy over because he had an expired tag. But I want you to first, before we look at the stop and we'll look at the police interaction, I want you to see what this trooper does. He activates his lights, goes against oncoming traffic, risks lives to veer into a parking lot to assist his partner who's already made the traffic stop. It's a non-emergency situation. Watch this. Activates its lights right there, goes against traffic. What if you did that? What if you did this right here? He's not responding to an emergency. His buddy already has him pulled over. It's a non-emergency situation. It's just a corporate traffic stop is what it is, a dragnet traffic stop. There's no gun. There's no threats. There's no violence. Just a traffic stop. No emergency situation. And that's what troopers do. Remember Rodney Dunn, who executed the pit maneuver on the pregnant lady because she had her hazards on and had slowed down and she was looking for a safe place to stop, but he went ahead and jeopardized her life, and he's still on the force right now after a paid administrative vacation leave. That's the Arkansas State Troopers. But let's look at this interaction.
We'll connect your stop.
I'm allowing you to pat me down. So
turn around and just face away from me. That's all I want, man. That's it.
This is my traffic stop. You understand that, right? This is my traffic stop. It's not yours.
Your traffic stop?
It is.
So you have blue lights?
I don't have anything.
I'm turning around.
This is my traffic. It is. So you have blue lights? Because blue lights enables me and gives me authority to pull you over. Do you have blue lights? Can you pull? I got shiny blue lights. I got a beautiful souped up car that was given to me by the tax cattle. Do you have that?
Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your, you just felt me down, man.
I wasn't done.
Listen.
You checked my pocket.
Hey, listen to me.
No, I don't have to listen. You stop talking
You
to me,
need to
please.
listen to him.
Stop. It's his traffic stop.
You
Please
need
stop.
to listen to him and
You
comply to
patted
his
down my
instructions.
pockets. You patted down my pockets. You patted down
here to hurt me.
You just patted down my pockets where I had my hands in. And that's what I allowed you to do.
Don't turn around.
That's what I allowed you to do. That's all right, man.
Man, if we had a truly free market and we didn't have state functionaries with protective powers like qualified immunity, things would go down a whole lot different. If you had just two regular street thugs with guns surrounding you, you know you would respond differently. But because they have a badge and they have a costume, the authority of the state, and the recognition of all the people that these are police officers, they're a cut above the rest of us. They're like gods, or at least God's representatives. And if you fight back, they're going to deploy all the resources of the state to track you down. They'll put dogs on the ground, helicopters in the air, cruisers speeding along so that they can bring you to bear. This is the kind of world we live in. But if it was a fair, just society, these guys right here, things wouldn't go too well for them. I'll guarantee you that.
Okay.
Go write your ticket and let's move forward.
I wasn't even going to write you a ticket.
Okay, well then let's do what we're going to do.
Because I'm
And
fine.
I did. All I got out was to see that, and I put my hands in my pockets because it's cold.
I
You said
understand
don't.
that.
I said I can. I said you are allowed to pat me down if you
Okay.
like, right? Right?
did.
I did allow you to do all that,
And I
correct?
wasn't done with
Okay.
my pat down
But
yet.
you're
I would never submit to a pat down. Never give them consent to search your vehicle or put their hands on you in any way. And besides that, imagine taking a position where when you filled out your application, you knew that you were going to be able to put your hands all over another man. How perverted is that?
only allowed to pat down the
No.
areas you're concerned about.
No, I'm only allowed to pat down from the outside.
Okay.
So your waistband,
Allowed.
your outside
But my
pocket.
hands are
Now look, the politicians, they wrote up Terry v. Ohio, Pennsylvania versus Mims. I can put my hands all over you because I feel very unsafe.
in my pockets. So
Your waistband,
do
your
you
outside
feel safe
pockets.
now? Do you feel safe?
I do. Thank
Okay,
you.
then go back to your car and please finish your stop.
I
Please
absolutely
finish
do.
your stop.
Does him feel safe? Does him need a blankie and a pacifier? Does he feel all safe and comfortable and cozy?
Don't extend this. Please finish your stop.
Sir, you're making
Extended.
it extended.
What do you
by
mean?
You're, not
You're
complying.
extending it by not going back there and handling what we need to do
Okay.
so I can be free on my way. You're extending your stop right now.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, officer, but adults are not children, and adults have things that they need to do so that they can support their family. They're not just all about wasting time. We don't have all this leisurely time. We don't get paid to harass people like you do. So let's go. Let's make this snappy. I got things to do.
I'm not. I'm talking to you
I don't need to talk to you.
because you got out of your car.
Car to look at my tag, yes?
Okay.
Yes, I did. I asked you when you were walking away, can I get out and look?
You did not.
I did. You just didn't respond to me. I
Okay.
yelled out the window. You didn't hear me. That's your deal, not mine.
That's fair.
Please handle your business so we can be allowed on our way.
Absolutely. Just hang out here then. Don't worry.
I don't need you to give me directives, man. I don't need you to give me directives. Just get in your car and handle what you need to handle,
Look at
please.
this other trooper. Look how awkward. Watch this. So freaking awkward, man.
Don't scowl at me like that. You work for me, buddy. Don't
Could you imagine what a cop would do if he was sitting in his patrol car, I don't know, writing reports, falsifying reports, and you walk up to his car and you stick your hands in your pocket, or you just keep your hands by your side, and you just stare at him through the window. You just keep on staring. Can you imagine the reaction of that cop? And yet, this is what this trooper is doing right here, just staring at the guy.
scowl at me. Oh, yeah, you do. You do. Who pays you?
Not you.
Who pays you? Who pays you?
Not you.
Who pays you?
Arkansas State Police.
Okay, well, then that's who you get your money from. It's us citizens. So quit scowling at
Pay
us.
taxes too.
Okay, good for you. You pay your own check then. Because you work for us. So stop scowling, go back, do what you need to do, but quit looking at me like that. 'Cause if
It's amazing how many cops have a fundamental misunderstanding of where their paycheck actually comes from. No, we get it from the Arkansas State Police. Oh, yeah, trooper, where does the Arkansas State Police get their funding? Oh, that's right. It's from the American tax cattle that you're supposed to be serving and protecting, and yet you're out here harassing and collecting from people who are just minding their business, not committing crimes.
it's rude.
And what?
It's rude.
The way you're talking to me is very rude.
No, it's not.
You pointing your finger in my face is rude. You not listening to my
Is your-
partner
is your
very
body
rude.
cam on?
Absolutely.
It's
Good.
rude.
Good, because
Yeah.
it's not rude that you're sitting here staring at me.
Even if it was, you're free to be
Oh, I'm not
rude.
allowed to look at you.
I don't care if you look at me. You're staring me down trying to be a tough dude.
No, I'm
Quit.
not.
Yeah, you did. You walked up like a tough dude.
No, I did
Yeah,
not.
you did. Trying to tell me to quit talking and
Because
listen
you
to
were
him.
not listening to
don't.
him.
Well, fucking don't talk. Don't.
This is a traffic stop.
Okay.
You're supposed to listen to our instructions.
I don't have to listen to your instructions.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Absolutely.
I can go to jail for not listening to your instructions when they're lawful instructions. When they're not lawful instructions, I don't have to listen to them.
You mean I can be a part of an organization? I can have a job in a profession where I can force people to listen to me and to obey me, and I can literally do it with the implied threat of force by wearing a gun? Holy cow, where do I sign? This is great.
When you tell me to be quiet, you're telling me I don't have a First Amendment. So you need to figure out what you're doing.
No.
Yeah.
You know the law, right?
You know the law.
Do you know the law?
Do you know the law?
I'm asking you a
Do
question.
you know the law?
Absolutely.
Okay, then do your
I do it
job
for a
and do
living.
the law.
What do you think I'm doing?
Okay, move on, man. Quit
I'm here
staring
with
me
you.
down.
I'm here with you,
Quit
buddy.
staring me down.
No. I like the way you look.
Bully. I can guarantee you're a bully.
A bully?
Feel it.
A bully?
Yeah?
What are you? What does that make
A citizen
you?
of the United States.
What does that make you?
A citizens of the United States of America. Can you please quit being so jumpy?
Wow, look how skittish that cop is. They are truly scared, and he's going to admit, this cop is going to admit that he's scared.
You're scaring me how
you're
jumpy
scaring
you are
me.
with a gun on you, man.
You're scaring me.
Why did you jump so fast?
Because
when
I don't know
just
what you're...
moved?
The cop, if you took a position to where you are scared about a guy picking something up off the ground, you need to look for another profession.
got to do?
Pick up what I dropped.
Like,
man.
okay. And I was supposed to know that. Well, how? Can I read your mind?
You guys are a piece of work. You know
Hey,
that?
Benjamin.
So are you.
Here's this for you. All that is just a warning for the expired time and monthly redemptions, okay? For failure to present, alright?
So it's a ticket or a warning?
It's a warning.
Oh,
It's not a ticket. You don't have a court date.
Thank you.
It does not show up on your record or anything like that. It's just saying
This
why
has an incident number on it?
No, because there's no incident here.
Will you stop? So
There's a warning.
So there's a warning number will
Yeah.
tie to you guys' body.
Correct. Correct.
And your names are all on it and all that. Walker.
Yes. Correct.
Correct. Who's the other officer with you today?
I don't know his name. I'm not at liberty to discuss it, sir.
Public
You have the
figures.
rest of your day.
Public figures
Take
don't
care.
tell.
Watch this.
Dude, I don't answer questions.
He's following.
You cannot walk up on my partner like that. Get in your car.
I'm not walking up on anybody. I'm walking
in your
across
car.
the
I
parking
love
lot.
this.
I'm going to ask you one last time. Get in your car.
I don't have to leave, first of all. I don't have to leave. That's not a lawful
Okay.
order.
Well,
That's
here
not
is-
a lawful
here
order.
is a
I'm going to
lawful
step
order.
back.
Step
I'm gonna
back.
That's not a lawful order.
Step back.
You gave me this. Once this is in, it's done.
Then when you
The traffic
approach
stop
another,
is-
when you
I didn't
approach
approach
another
him. I
trooper,
walked that way.
there's no reason for you to walk towards our cars. There's guns in our cars.
He goes. He's going around to the other trooper's car to look inside of his car and to just do what he knows the troopers don't want him to do. They object to this, and then there's a pretty interesting dialogue here.
A piece of work. You don't know the law. You don't know the law. You just push your finger like
We'll be able to hear it in a second.
push your finger like you guys don't know the law. None of you do. I've worked with you guys quite a bit now, and none of you know the law. You all think you know the law. I'm giving you a lawful order not to walk up on my car. I just walked up on your car. I just walked up on it, man. What's the lawful order? Where's your lawful order? See, I told you, there's no lawful order, is there? Where's the lawful order, man?
Will you give me a chance to explain it?
Go for it. Explain it.
Without, just stop right there.
I'll stop right here so you'll say.
Okay.
Because you're pretty dumb.
Okay. Allow me a chance to explain it, and don't interrupt me, okay? And I'll be polite about it. As long as you treat me with respect, I'll treat you with respect.
I did treat
okay?
you with respect. You walked up and started treating me without respect. From the start. We can go back. We'll watch it. It's all on video.
Okay. Are you gonna listen to me?
I'm just not going to let you tell me I didn't treat you with respect, since I did. I treated the other guy with respect.
Okay. We can agree to disagree.
No,
Whatever.
there's no disagree. It's all on video.
We can agree to
It's all on
disagree.
video. We don't have to disagree. It's all on video.
Okay. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Are you done? Are you ready for me to explain
I've
it?
been waiting for you, man. Just start talking.
Okay.
Instead
So
of playing.
my issue with the entire traffic stop, from the start, someone, my partner over there, told you to turn around so he could pat you down, right? Because you got out of, listen, you can talk when I'm done, okay? He asked you to put your hands on the trunk of the vehicle there, okay, which you disobeyed, which that is a lawful order. Well, then go to law
Order
school.
When he tells me he's going to pat me down, but I offered him.
No,
I offered. Yeah, I did.
it's not an option at that point.
It is not.
The question is it a constitutional order in line with probable cause that a crime has been committed? And if so, articulate the crime that you suspect that I've committed.
Option at that point.
No, it's not. He's a lot nicer than I am.
Searched and seizure.
Listen,
That is my right.
you're being seized once the blue lights are coming on.
He's a lot nicer than I am. That's an appeal to good cop, bad cop. And then he says,
You're being seized once the blue lights are coming on.
he admits you're being seized once the blue light has come on. Well, there's not supposed to be a search or a seizure. No warrant shall issue but upon probable cause. And if you're searching or seizing, then you need a warrant from a judge. But the cop admits that you're being seized once the lights come on, and they do this under traffic law, which is a violation of 18 USC 242, which is deprivation of rights under color of law. And in this case, it's deprivation of rights under the color of traffic law. That's plain for everybody to see. All Americans need to stop and understand this. And they need to understand how serious this is.
You sure?
Yep.
Sorry about that.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir, buddy.
100%.
And you can just pat me down for no reason.
He had a good reason to
What
pat
did
you
he have
down.
a reason? I had my hands in my pocket.
You stepped out of the vehicle.
I had my hands in my pocket.
You stepped out of the vehicle without him knowing and started walking to his car. That's a sign of a threat.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay?
Threatened by someone walking to the back of their car, man. You need to get a different job.
No. That's not how it goes. That's not how it
I'm just
works.
saying, if you're scared of somebody walking to the back of their car, then that's a threat. You need to get a different job.
No.
And words out of my
The
mouth.
facts are that you the facts stop. The facts
told me I didn't have either.
the facts
Here we go.
the facts of you getting out of the vehicle without being told to do so, we treat as a threat.
But what's the law? What's the law?
Because we are unsure of why you're getting.
Stay in the car.
Do what?
So they feel threatened if you stay in the car, and then if they act on Pennsylvania versus Mims because they're threatened or they feel insecure in their own person because you are in the car, and they tell you to step out of the vehicle, as he was doing, they also feel scared. So they're scared if you're in the vehicle. They're scared if you're out of the vehicle. They're scared if you walk with them. They're scared if you pick something up. So they're always going to be scared. They're in a perpetual state of fear.
Told me I had to stay in the car. What law says I have to stay in the car?
Yeah. What is the law?
What law says I have to stay in the car?
It's common knowledge, man.
It's not common knowledge. It's not a common law is what you're trying to use.
Well, it's common knowledge that you're a road pirate, and it's common knowledge that the forefathers said when injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. That's common knowledge too. So my common knowledge trumps your common knowledge.
And it's not common law.
I didn't say it was a law. I said it's common knowledge.
You don't have no right.
Unless I order you out of the car.
Laws. You only handle laws, sir. That's your job. You can't say my feelings. This is how I feel.
I don't disagree with you.
You have laws.
They're common knowledge enforcement. They're not law enforcement. Common knowledge enforcement is obviously what's at work in Arkansas and the State Trooper Division.
You abide by. You
Correct.
abide by your laws, not your
Highway
feelings.
62.
It's the state law.
10 Summers Mountain
State
Road.
law.
No 20 on a white.
State law.
Early 2000s GMC.
I'm not saying the state law says that you can't get out of your vehicle. But the fact that you got out free willingly and started
Did I
walking
threaten
towards,
him?
we don't know.
Ask him right there. He's right there. Did I threaten him?
I'm just telling you what
I
it
said,
looks
"I'm gonna
like.
Look at my license plate as soon as he looked up. So, like, there's no threat there, man.
Why are you being so?
And you guys,
You're being so
tell
hard-headed.
everybody get out.
You're being so hard-headed.
No, you don't want to listen. You just want to know what you think.
No.
You never want to say, hey, the public is right. Because you guys have such a bad ego thing that you're just always right. You are always right. Say it. I'm always right. Because that's how you feel. I know it. I see it in your face.
Might
right
makes
now.
right.
I'm smiling because you know.
No, I'm
You know
smiling
when you
because
go
this
on
is
a
ridiculous.
stop, when you go on a stop,
I'm
you're
smiling
always
because
right.
this is ridiculous.
You're always right. What's
That's
ridiculous?
that's why there's their court
What's
system.
ridiculous is that your man just told me he had a lawful thing to tell me I couldn't walk around the cars, and I did, and nobody did anything. Because why? You guys don't have laws. You only go by laws, but you tell people a lot of bullshit to make them think you have more control than you do.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, roll your eyes, man. Roll them. I love it. I love it because you know what I'm talking about. You guys know you use lingo that makes you seem like you have more control than you do.
Yep, that is absolutely true. Spot on.
Like, I'm giving you a lawful order, which isn't a lawful order. It just happened on a stop for a tag, man. A lawful order. A pat down where I got shoved against my truck because I turned around after he patted me down in my pockets where I allowed him to pat me down at. So don't give me this bullshit that you guys have all these rights, all these laws that you can tell me not to walk around a car or not to get out or not to stand here or not to stand there. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Not
I'm a
necessarily.
free American.
You are.
The only time you have something against me is when you can hand me that piece of paper or haul me to jail.
Well, we would be free if we didn't have law enforcement clowns attempting to take away our rights literally at every turn, and for making illegal turns, and for not properly with enough time stating the intention of our turns as indicated by our traffic signal.
That's done, it's done. you have no more rights. You can't
not
tell
true.
me anything
That is
unless
not
I'm
true.
breaking a law that the stop is over. It's court case. I can show
There is
you
a court
after
case.
court case
That there
how
is
you
a-
guys
there is a
handed
court
the
case.
paperwork in, and then you tried to do something else, and it got thrown out of court because the traffic stop is over once you hand me the citation.
Unless there's
That's it.
some other
That's
probable
it.
cause.
Okay, what other probable cause do you have?
I'm not saying there was any.
Well, then don't give me directives. If I want to walk around the car, I fucking can walk around the car. That's what I'm saying. You don't have no laws to back that.
Okay, well go
You guys
home,
make
lay
them
your
up.
bed, lay your head on your bed and sleep good tonight, okay?
What's that supposed to mean?
Just go home, lay your head on your pillow
I'm not going
and
home.
sleep
I'm
well.
following you the rest of the day.
No,
man.
you won't, because then you will be arrested because that's harassment.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Hey, you know what?
That's a lawful order.
In other words, you can't follow me around, the cop says, because if you do that, I'll arrest you for harassment, but I can follow you around all day long, and I can pull you over, and I can get you out of the car, and I can put my hands on you. But if you follow me around, that's against the law. And I think what the cop was saying, I'm assuming here, you go home and lay your head down on your pillow and you sleep well tonight, knowing that we, Arkansas State Troopers, are protecting and serving the community. If it wasn't for us, society would collapse. It would implode upon itself. There'd be blood in the streets, chaos, mayhem.
That's a lawful order.
Right.
Love this guy. I love this guy. I think this guy right here exemplifies how every American feels who's awake to the fact that these road pirates don't give a damn about us. And the name of this channel is called The Watchman. That's The Watch, MANN. I will leave the link to the original video in the description below. If you visit him, let him know Here's the Deal sent you. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget, it's worth standing up to tyranny and shoving knowledge back down the throats of the tyrants who are trying to take away your freedoms. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, the links are in the description. There's Patreon, there's Cash App, there's Buy Me a Coffee. I really appreciate your support. Grab a shirt, become a channel member, but more importantly, know what your rights are and stand for your rights. If you don't flex your rights, you will lose them. I'll see you in the next video.